What's good, y'all? Got a special guest tonight. I want to apologize, everybody that viewed the last video with Skibo Debo. Thank you. We had 30,000 views already. Thank y'all. The only problem people had was I was talking over Skibo a little bit too much. So I just wanted to say sorry and apologize. Skibo said in a couple of days he will come up here for a recap. So any questions that y'all didn't get to hear clearly by me interrupting, he will make sure he put his assessment on whatever y'all missed or whatever y'all know. It's just gonna be him talking. I'm gonna just fall back, smoke, drink me, have a drink, and let him talk. You know what I'm saying? So I apologize for over talking last night. That was my first time doing an interview. Hopefully tonight this one will be better. I got a very, very special guest in the building tonight. We're gonna let some people come up in here before we introduce you. So, you know what I'm saying? It's getting filled up. But before I start, we gotta play a little music, right?
Always gotta start off with that hot intro, baby boy.
Yeah. Ooh, these carrots are divine. You get a dozen for a dime. It's magic. Ooh, these carrots are divine. You get a dozen for a dime. It's magic. Ooh, these carrots are divine. You get a dozen for a dime. It's Ooh, these carrots are divine. You get a dozen for a dime. It's magic.
That joint fire. And you ain't even put no lyrics on it yet.
I ain't even put no lyrics on. We're gonna let the joint fill up, man. Like I said, welcome to the new segment. We're gonna turn a positive into a negative. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna turn a negative into a positive. You know what I'm saying? A negative into a positive. Anytime. Y'all know this is positive internet energy. I'm sorry that I had to give y'all a cake for a week, but you know what I'm saying? That's what happens sometimes when you're provoked and you're minding your business. And sometimes, like in the words of Kendrick Lamar, sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna let this thing fill up before I introduce my guest, my family member, my brother. This is gonna be an epic one, man.
Somebody just said, damn, you still talk about Gully? Jim
Yeah.
is the one that did you dirty. I rebuttal that.
People need to mind their business on that Jim thing. We ain't talking about Jim.
Yeah, that right there is like crazy. That mean they didn't listen to nothing Gully said. Nothing. Some
We're
people
gonna have
so
a show.
smart, they stupid.
I'm glad you here because you good with that chat shit, big bro. So whatever the things that you want to point out to read, all the other miscellaneous stuff, we're gonna look past it and block them and all that, get them out of there.
Facts. All day.
We're gonna let this thing get up to about a few hundred. We're gonna chill. In the meantime, we're gonna bring that theme song back.
Yeah, let me hear that one more time.
Ooh, these carrots are divine. You get a dozen for a dime. It's magic. Ooh, these carrots are
Shout out to
divine. You
Mikey
get a
T.
dozen for a dime. It's
I watch his podcast.
magic.
Let's go.
Ooh, these carrots are divine. You get a dozen for a dime. It's magic.
I get surgical with this shit, big bro.
Facts. You ain't gotta tell me. Son Geyser, what up?
Ooh, these carrots are divine. Ooh, these carrots are divine. You get a dozen for a dime. It's magic.
I see you, Alliance. That's crazy.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to the new segment called Kush Conversations with Unkasa. Tonight's guest is a prevalent person in my life, one of the first guys to ever sign me to a record deal, big bucks product, prevalent person in Harlem, from Harlem to North Carolina, did his bid, came home, never spoke on nothing, never told, stood on 10 toes, still standing on 10 toes. Actual friend of AZ's, actual friend of Rich Porter, actually knew Alpo. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to chime in with my brother Big Bootsie. He also has a platform called Street Knowledge Podcast, where you can
Facts.
get the illest knowledge of the streets, the real authentic knowledge from the streets. If you want to hear about them Alpo and them Paid in 4 days, tune into his page. Go like, go subscribe to his page, Street Knowledge. Street Knowledge. Street Knowledge. Street Knowledge. Go right now. I want my subscribers to go over to my brother's page and go subscribe if you want to hear that real authentic street knowledge from the horse's mouth, real interviews, real substance, none of that bullshit. So before we ever, you know what I'm saying, good looking for pulling up with me tonight, man.
Nah, I appreciate you, man. And I appreciate the love, man. Street Knowledge Podcast. That's all we gonna give you is that real street knowledge. Period. I'm
Yeah.
not really going through the back and forth beefing with nobody. I don't do all that, but I will if push comes to shove. But other than that, I want to teach my youth. I want to teach my older dudes that ain't teaching the youth. If they
Mm-hmm.
overlook something, I'm just there to pull their coat. That's it.
You see this dead body back here?
Yeah, I see. I'm watching.
He was talking about my teeth. Do you see this guy's teeth? Before he got his dribble right, do y'all see his teeth? Do y'all see how he was walking around looking like? Now, I know I need some braces and all that, but do y'all see that nigga's mouth? Terrible, right? Shameful. The nerve, how he say the nerve of you.
Right.
The nerve of you. I should make you go get your shine box. See, the thing is, I beat you at your own game. I beat you in numbers. I beat you in subscribers. I beat you in everything. You got more subscribers than me, but this week, you lost. And you was dropping before me, and I still lapped you on numbers. This is what you get. This is what you get when you mess with God's children and not portraying like you are God. This is what happens.
Yeah, that's a fact.
This is what happens. And to be in my good faith, I brung a gift tonight to tonight's show. I brung a gift. I brung, we have a, moment of silence for Gully TV. You know what I'm saying? So at every funeral, you gotta have a eulogy, right? Uh,
Facts. It's the eulogy.
They don't see what's under the floorboards. They see the smile, the jacket, the bar of swag. But underneath, it's a moldy basement full of broken promises and broken people. He got a whole sweatshop down there, battered women, heads down, fingers bleeding, crocheting hats for a brand that ain't even his. Pain stitched in every thread, that's his empire. And the wild part, none of this was original. His whole style came from me. It came from Harlem. I'm the architect to his whole blueprint. The cadence, the angles, the way he talks tough but hides the fear. I designed that. So how dare you go against the grain? How dare you rewrite history and call it evolution? That's what you want. Skibo made you hot. Now you're running around like you some big shot. You a lie, you a snake. You shed skin every season and call it growth. Snakes don't build, they slither through what other people made. Basements always flood, mold always spreads. Truth always finds a light. This ain't revenge, it's correction.
let's bring that back.
They don't see what's under the floorboards. They see the smile, the jacket, the bar of swag. But underneath, it's a moldy basement full of broken promises and broken people. He got a whole sweatshop down there, battered women, heads down, fingers bleeding, crocheting hats for a brand that ain't even his. Pain stitched in every thread, that's his empire. And the wild part, none of this was original. His whole style came from me. It came from Harlem. I'm the architect to his whole blueprint. The cadence, the angles, the way he talks tough but hides the fear. I designed that. So how dare you go against the grain? How dare you rewrite history and call it evolution? That's what you want. Skibo made you hot. Now you're running around like you some big shot. You a lie, you a snake. You shed skin every season and call it growth. Snakes don't build, they slither through what other people made. Basements always flood, mold always spreads. Truth always finds a light.
That
This
shit
ain't
fire.
revenge, it's correction.
Harlem.
Left my name in the walls, now they claiming the house. Hands clean when they pray, but it's sin in their mouth. Amen when it's dark, amen when it's war. I don't speak no lies, I just close the door. Left my name in the wall.
That be fire.
Drop some carrots and some rabbits if y'all want to hit it again. We gonna play my new single tonight. We gonna play, and what was retired was the Unkasa name. My name is Kalinsky Santorini Vanderpool. That's my new name. My name is Kalinsky Santorini Vanderpool. KSV. for sure.
They dropping carrots in here right now, boy.
Yeah, cause he played with me. And I beat you at your own game. See, I wasn't no internet nigga. You know what I'm saying? I was over here selling pies, positive internet energy. But yo, shout out to the bakery. So I make cakes too. Shout out to my man Chio. You know what I'm saying? 1450, you know what I'm saying? Two. Go get you some clothes. You know what I'm saying? They said they want to hear it again. Okay, no problem. I hope you don't mind, big bro.
Nah, do you? I'm with you.
They don't see what's under the floorboards. They see the smile, the jacket, the bar of swag. But underneath, it's a moldy basement full of broken promises and broken people. You got a whole sweatshop down there, battered women, heads down, fingers bleeding, crocheting hats for a brand that ain't even his. Pain stitched in every thread, that's his empire. And the wild part, none of this was original. His whole style came from me. It came from Harlem. I'm the architect to his whole blueprint. The cadence, the angles, the way he talks tough but hides the fear, I designed that. So how dare you go against the grain? How dare you rewrite history and call it evolution? That's what you want. Skibo made you hot. Now you run around like you some big shot. You a lie, you a snake. You shed skin every season and call it growth. Snakes don't build, they slither through what other people made. Basements always flood, Lord always spreads. Truth always finds a light. This ain't revenge, it's correction.
That joint fire.
Left my name in the walls, now they claiming the house. Hands clean when they pray, but it's sin in their mouth. Amen when it's dark, amen when it's war. I don't speak no lies, I just close the door. Left my name in the wall.
We play that back. We gonna front flex on these niggas.
What's that? The coffin in the nail in the
Nail in
coffin
the
music?
coffin.
They don't see what's under the floorboards. They see the smile, the jacket, the bar of swag. But underneath, it's a moldy basement full of broken promises and broken people.
The nail in the coffin
You
music.
got a whole sweatshop down there, battered women, heads down, fingers bleeding, crocheting hats for a brand that ain't even his. Pain stitched in every thread, that's his empire. And the wild part, none of this was original. His host.
Come on, man.
Nail in the coffin music.
Yeah, man. Come on, why you even playing with me? Boots, I think we should. I think we should give him a little taste of what's coming.
Give them a taste of what's coming. Let's go. They've been feeling it every time I play it.
I love the game. I love the hustle.
They want to hear your
You
lyrics.
feeling like one of the ball playing niggas, you know? Bird, magic or something. A nigga got dope. A nigga can leave the league. But if I leave, still gonna love me, right?
That's my shit right here.
The block crying up, and everybody cold cheap.
Niggas trying to cope, selling dope in these cold streets. This nigga got murdered at his wake, I just cold cheek. Youngest high-headed in the court, they got cold feet. God bless the challenge with an old cheek. So what he told, stay away from phonies, get your bag and stay low key. Never took the police, diamond studded rollies in the hood, that's the trophy. Ace, that's the Kobe. Scratch your mama place using blades like Shinobi. Now all the bad bitches, they be acting like they know me. Telling me they love me, but bitch, you better show me. Streets is all mine, better pay me like they owe me. Another game like rich, I can hustle anything. Throwing cash through the roof, screaming money ain't a thing. Lot of champagne pop, lot of diamonds in the ring. If I lead a game, with a love be the same. Love the game like rich, I can hustle anything. Throwing cash through the roof, screaming money ain't a thing. Lot of champagne pop, lot of diamonds in the ring. If I lead a game, with a love be the same. I'm at the port with the plug and we both watching boats docking. So much coke on the boat, it got the boat rocking. 3 hours later in the kitchen watching coke locking. 100 birds in the bag, and I'm thinking all profit. Middle of the summer and I'm thinking about 4 shots. 10 niggas with me at the mall and we all gon' celebrate like the motherfucking war dropping. Water with the raw rock is raw, so you gon' cop it. Get it how you want it, all solid or all power. Feel like Nas in the 90s gave me all power. Game like rich, I can hustle anything. Throwing cash through the roof, screaming money ain't a thing. Lot of champagne pop, lot of diamonds in the ring. If I lead a game, with a love be the same. Love the game like rich, I can hustle anything. Throwing cash through the roof, screaming money ain't a thing. Lot of champagne pop, lot of diamonds in the ring. If I lead a game, will the love be the same? All out here, home. I'm so coke on these streets, man. Hash, weed, heroin. As long as niggas is feeling it, a nigga like me can hustle it. That's my gift in life, eh? You know? What? The fuck you laughing at?
hustle anything.
You, man. Funny, man. You a hustling motherfucker, man. For real, baby. Fucking kill me, man. Well, you know me, baby.
That's my shit right there, boy. That's my shit right there, man.
You want to hear that one more time? You want to hear that again?
That's fire right there, man. Let's
You want to
go.
hear that again, boo?
We waiting for the people to build up in here, right?
Yeah, now let's get it. We're going to stop. Just gave him a little sample. We can get into it. Let's go.
I'm with you.
Yeah, so I seen you did a reaction video to the Skibo Debo interview I did last night. I wanted to get your take on everything, you know, up close and personal. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. I'm here.
Okay.
Whatever you need, you already
So,
know.
so what you thought about the interview and stuff like that? Besides me talking over Skibo a little bit too much.
Well, Skibo's a real dude, man. Real dude. A few people already told me that. My bro, East Coast Boast. I asked him, did he know him? And he was like, hell yeah. He said, man, that's a real ninja right there, man. I'm like, I already know because I watched the interview and I could tell his energy from the interview that he's official. And he did not say nothing to stroke your ego.
Yeah,
He gave it to you real. He gave Gully his props for what Gully did, but he also spoke about what Gully was lying about. And I had to let people understand that you wasn't doing it to get props. You was doing it to show face, value to your fans that you not no liar,
yeah.
that he was actually lying
Mm-hmm.
about the important parts. And that's what it, that's not cool to do something like that. To try to assassinate another person's character to build yours up. Assassinate another person's character so you can make money doing what you're doing. And when you belittle a person, you'll take away from them.
Yeah.
Your fans won't, they'll look at you like you're a liar. So why would they believe into your music anymore? And the fans caught it. They caught it.
Mm-hmm.
They caught it before Skevo Devo got up here. But when he got up here, that solidified the whole process of everything you were saying, and that's why you was so passionate about speaking over him, because you was in your feelings, you know what I'm saying, and you was
Yeah,
still upset behind it. But I'm glad you did let him speak at certain points of time. Not only that, I'm glad your fans respected why you might have done that,
hmm
and like you told them, you was honest. This is my
yeah.
first time doing that, man. So it won't be like that again.
Nah, it, it's like I'm done with that whole little scenario right there. You know, what was
Right,
done is done. What's said is said. I want to move on from it. You know what I'm saying? This
right,
is not really my last installment on it. You
right,
know what I'm saying? It's just like because when you once friends with somebody and this is the new rap game right here. You know what I'm saying? Podcasting, having platforms, people, speaking their opinions. This is the new traction. You know what I'm saying? And once people figured out this can make some bread, you know what I'm saying? You know, I guess that's that's the motivation between but that's the motivation that motivates the malicious intent behind people having podcasts bashing each other, this and that. If nobody would have never said nothing to me, I would have never said nothing back. You know,
right.
you know what I'm saying? Because it was like for so long I kept quiet. For mad years I kept quiet. Mad years I kept quiet. I ain't say nothing. I let shit ride because I always believe what's in house is stay in house. But when it comes out the house and you start trying to make mockeries of people, character and stuff like that, I'm gonna speak up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna speak up, and especially when at the end of the day. I share my resources. I want to see what I got for myself. I want to see my brother got. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna help you. Don't matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? Don't matter. And that's I always been. You know, like I always share my resources with Gully. Always never made nobody feel lesser than anything. Anytime you know for yourself, anytime you ask me to show up for something, I show up. Don't matter how
Always.
far I gotta come. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm here showing up.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's embarrassing. It's corny. It's stupid. It's sucker shit. I'm embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't erase your behavior once it's recorded and it's uploaded and everybody stream and get their opinion on it. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Right.
It's whack. It's nothing to be proud of. But sometimes you got to fight fire with fire. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to reciprocate energy that's given to you, and that's all I did. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Nah, I get it. I told.
sometimes people hit a low below than the belt than they should, but it's all good. It's all for fair game and war with me. But sometimes I study the art of war. I study Sun Tzu. I studied the 48 laws of power, the art of seduction, all that shit is parallel to the same thing. And when you sometimes you got to beat people at their own game. Like I said, I wasn't one of those guys that do the back and forth on um social media. I usually, just state my claim, whether if I'm being vulnerable or not. I just always been informative to make sure that I inform the guys that's actually getting in the music business and try to warn them other things. If I did it and went through it, you don't have to. You can learn from my mistakes. You ain't got to bump your head. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me interject. Only thing you did and is doing was defending yourself. So you didn't come up here with that. It was brought to you.
Yeah.
So if you would have sat back and didn't say nothing, they'd have been, oh, Un must be a punk. Un ain't saying nothing. Now when you is saying something, people got a problem, but who cares what they
And and
think?
and
There
it's
ain't
like,
nobody to think
mhm.
like nothing. Any man that does something to another man and let him keep doing it, then yeah, they're a punk. But you stepped up immediately, and he already know that about you. You are a battle rapper. Battle rappers are known to come back and fight, and you coming back and fight. And when a person pull you out, and say something to you or do something to you, you could carry it on as long as how you want. Who cares
Mhm.
about saying how long you're gonna keep it going? As long as I want to. Because at the end of the day, he came back with another one and still was trying to be disrespectful, but he ain't come with all that extra stuff he was saying at the first one.
Yeah,
He's saying he said a little stuff here and there and still was trying to say little miscellaneous stuff, but it really didn't make sense
and
what he
and
was
then
saying.
and then it's just like I knew I got under his skin. I knew I got into his mind. You got to get into like a man like Gully. You got to get into their mind. You know what I'm saying? To understand where
Facts.
he coming from, so for me to beat him and counter punch him on his own game. If you want to play the ignorant internet games, I can do that too because I've studied it. I've studied it. So that's exactly the direction I didn't want to go. So I studied it, trying to bob and weave, to not be in the dirty section of YouTube and all that, the controversy talking about chatty patty stuff. But when it's brought to you, sometimes you gotta not sometimes, all the time, when your back is against the wall, you gotta defend yourself. And that's all I did. I just beat him at his own game. You know what I'm saying? Now you blew your whole load. There's nothing else you can say. You know what I'm saying? You said the most derogatory things you could say to me. You done said everything. You ain't even got no comeback. Now I'm just being creative and having fun with it and running up a bag on you. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm
Yeah,
gonna
he
do
tried to
that.
run up a bag on you is how it
And
started.
exactly, and that's the hurting part. To like even if you could have we could have did a mean play, you could have called me and said, "Yo, I'm a you my man, but I'm gonna speak my feelings." How I would have respected that, because but when it's coming out of nowhere, you wake up and people text me like, "Yo, why your man talking about you like this? I thought that was your man. You introduced me as that was your man. I would have never even gave that nigga a pound if I knew he would move like that." So sometimes you get the unexpected from people that's close to you. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Because you
And
would have never expected it. That's what make it unexpected.
and the thing is, even with Skibo, like he tried to use like make it like it seemed like it was some type of separation between me and Skibo.
That's what he tried to pull. He tried to pull that
And I
move
know
because
that game. You
he
try
knows
to play
Skibo ain't a
you
media
you
dude.
you, you try to play the game of you try to play the law of divide and conquer. You know what I'm saying? You try to get up there, stroke his ego and all that. But it ain't gonna work when it comes to unify a family. If I rap tomorrow or not ever again, Skibo gonna be my best friend. He's still gonna be my brother. He's still gonna be the godfather of my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing gonna change about that. That's the difference between Skibo and the niggas that I've put myself around for so many years. And he's always told me, like, yo, bro, you loyal to the fort. You too loyal to people that's not loyal to you. You put more energy behind everybody else. That the same energy that you put behind everybody else, you can put behind yourself.
Right.
And and he's always been right. But that's what all type. That's the type of person I always been. You know what I'm saying? When it came to just sharing resources. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might have a resources that you can't bust a move with, but somebody else can bust a move. Long as the plan is executed, don't matter who busts a move, we all gonna benefit from it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's what
Facts.
that's why they got 5 men on the basketball team. You got power forward, you got the center, you got the shooting guard, you got the point, you know what I'm saying? And
Facts.
and that's how it gotta be. But sometimes you got teammates that block your shot just because they ain't take the last scoring shot. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is out here nowadays. It's like nowadays we blocking our own shots. You know what I'm saying? Just because, you know, like everything is motivated by money, and everybody know controversy sells. So the more despicable, most degrading thing you can say about a person is gonna get a click. It's gonna get a watch. It's gonna get a view. It's going you know it's going it's going to bring revenue in. So that's be the motivation. So that's why you got people that's going to be in front of they phones, in front of their cameras, in front of their desk, 24/7, because they know as much stuff as they put out, all they do is just sit there and watch the YouTube all day and seeing what's the next floor, who's fucking up, who,
Right.
and that's all this game is. And you know what I'm saying? And when we realize that we stronger together than divided, that's when I think we'll overcome for as the industry where we be really controlling, where we really have our own streaming industries, we really have our own record companies, where we really have our own pressing plants and stuff like that. I think you would really see the industry change if we started doing tangible goods, meaning like cassettes, CDs, and stuff like that. Vinyls, they doing that's real big right now. They doing the vinyls because the game is kind of is the game is sour and is lacking essence. You know what I'm saying? It's lacking a lot of essence, and that's what I be feeling about the game. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to leave because it's not fun no more. You know what I'm saying? It's not fun. Man, I used to just love to rap all day, get up. I, I still got old rap books, you know what I'm saying? When I used to just wake up and rap, when I used to just rap on this little brown recorder my grandmother gave me, you know what I'm saying? I always just wanted to be a rapper. All my niggas where I'm from wanted to be basketball players or
Right.
hustlers or whatever. I always just wanted to rap. And I chased that dream until I caught it. Don't matter if I made it big to where to a certain player. I scored, you know what I'm saying? I got into
Mm-hmm.
the NBA of the rap. I got me a plaque. I got me a ring. I got notoriety. I got accolades. If I, like I said, if I rap today or figure out if I want to rap tomorrow, my legacy is stamped. So I ain't really tripping about nothing. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't do this, I'm gonna go and be great at something else. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed with many talents and I use them and I exercise them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you get knowledge out here, you just gotta put some pressure behind yourself and apply whatever you learn and share. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. And one thing that you are good at is fashion also. Like you got accolades on that. So nobody can't even take that from you. And for a brother to try to take it from you, which supposed to be a brother that you consider the brother, is way out of line. And
Hmm.
all this stuff that's happening right now, he acts as if he's supposed to be able to do what he's supposed to do, and you ain't supposed to say nothing. Like that's crazy right there to me, man. And
And, and
knowing the truth, he
mhm,
knows the truth that you are the one behind it that introduced him to Skibo Debo. He said it the day when he told his story. After he met Skibo Debo, he was supposed to go back home and get and tend to his store. He said, "F that store. You introduced him, and you ain't think nothing of it. You left him in good hands with a good
mhm,
brother."
mhm,
And when he noticed that Skibo Debo be around all the right people and taking them all the right people, he said, "I ain't going back home. F that
mhm.
store. I'm
That's
gonna
right.
start filming." When he
Hmm.
started filming and being around all the right people, he knew to play. He knew that yeah, I'm gonna be big. Only thing I gotta do now is put this stuff on DVD, and I'm around these people without having to pay to be around them because I'm around Skibo Debo, which I got around Skibo Debo was through He's supposed to give you flowers all day. He ain't even supposed to have this right here going on with what's
Hmm.
happening right now.
Yeah.
He's supposed to uplifted you
Hmm.
uplifted you. And like you say, he should have called you and say, yo, we'll do a play real quick and make it look like we beefing. But he
And
forced
if
your
that
hand.
and
He
if that was the
forced your
case,
hand
but it
to
wasn't. That wasn't even the case because he did. It got like they say like it's that saying like you don't know who people are until they got actually get some money and some fame. Like
right.
the initial meeting Gully, he was nothing like this. The coolest brother you would ever want to meet.
Already know.
Knowledgeable, smart, charismatic. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And after the fight is won and all that, you just got to be real with yourself because if you spend time and you travel and you break bread, it's a certain allegiance there. But once the allegiance get broke, all gloves is off. Like he seen what I was going through with a family member, right? I won't even say family member. I'll say a person I was affiliated with because family is much more than even being related to somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'll say a person I was affiliated with. He seen that, and it's not even a quarrel. You know what I'm saying? He just seen a moment that was going on, and he figured that he can capitalize off of it. And instead of reaching out to me, he just went out and did whatever he wanted, and then uh, you know. taking mind about the friendship that we had. So
Right.
obvious if you ain't taking mind of the friendship, it was, it was like it's all right, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? And I got tough skin because I know with these journalists, these people that do YouTube, they they gotta have a juicy story. They gotta have something that's gonna make people click and watch and go through the time stamp duration so they can get their money. I know this is a job to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And I don't trip about that. I've spoken to a couple of people that I felt that I needed to say things to. I had a conversation with Zip with the Drip, cool brother, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
when I spoke to him, the first thing he said, he said, yo, Casa, before you say anything, bro, I was not trying to disrespect you. This is once he put in the perspective. He said, yo, bro, once your business out there and we journalists, it's out there. For a person to take it and run with it and put their own narrative on it. You can't get mad when you know what I'm saying, when it's out there like that. And I had to respect it. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Right.
I had I had a I had a talk where I reached out to Bandana Black from Buffalo, a guy that I've had a relationship well over 20 years. He worked at Doris Records. You know, he was one of the great like tastemakers for Buffalo, alongside rest in peace to DJ Shay and people like that. You know what I'm saying? He's like a real pioneer of the music scene in Buffalo, and I've been going out to Buffalo for a long time. He's telling you, even on his platform, like, yo, I used to see Unkasa in my hood, and I'm from a rough hood, and I'm talking about he got stacks of money on him and all that. That's neither here nor there, but that's what he said. You know what I'm saying? And I've
Right.
always just been, because I've always had a connection to upstate um New York, Rochester, Buffalo, Syracuse, Binghamton, Elmira, Kingston. You
You
know,
know, I used to be in Kingston. I had a store in Kingston. That's where I met Pistol Pete.
yeah.
Pistol
So
Pete that's locked up right now.
yeah,
That's my
so
little brother. That's family.
that's why I met a lot of guys, and I seen them take a shot at me, and I had to reach out and call them because I'm like, y'all would take shots at people like y'all didn't have conversations with me like you don't know me. We've known each other well over 2 decades. I feel like we should have more respect than to try to like. And I know y'all got to get y'all money and do y'all journalism, but if you know me and we always been cool, but just because you want content, you'll take a shot at me. I can't respect that. But I reached out to him. We had a conversation, and we settled that like men. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you supposed to settle it. You know what I'm saying? I call if I felt like I had a problem, I ain't just get on the internet and was like, yo, fuck them niggas. Y'all see y'all niggas taking shots. I said, you know what? Even if they lack in respect, I'm gonna have the same respect that I always have for them, and I'm gonna reach out to them. I don't know, Zip, but I'm acquainted with him through my other bro Prince. Check his music out first 2 times. So you know what I'm saying? I just be trying to. I've always been a person that came to the internet just to be informative. You know what I'm saying? But
Well, he was giving you good information. When you put it out here, people gonna put their perspective on it. So
yeah,
he put his perspective on it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it go. But he didn't know what was what. See, one
hmm
thing about this internet is once Gully came out and was saying stuff, he forced you to tell the truth. So I don't know if I'm confused because he know you. He know you the one that helped him put him in position, and he know you know secrets about him. What
and
made him think that you is like really soft that you wasn't gonna say nothing? Also, I'm like, damn, is you on your own dick, my nigga, that hard that you thought that nothing was gonna come back at you, backlash? And see, it
and
ain't about you shutting him down.
and
You
and
ain't
not
just
for
shut him. You didn't shut him down. You
mhm,
just told the truth.
yeah, and not for nothing. It's just like
He shut
it,
himself down.
it'd be like not for nothing. At the end of the day, right? You meet respect with respect. You meet disrespect with disrespect, and I didn't disrespect them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't come out. I never had no quarrel with Jamel. You know what I'm saying? I always been cool. We make it's always been like and we fell out before. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like sometimes as men you can look past certain things, but when you got a man that's just willing to do whatever they choose to when it comes to this internet, I'm gonna fight back every time. I'm gonna fight fire with fire. I'm outplay you at your own game. I'm smart. I'm intelligent. I'm smarter than what people think. You know what I'm saying? I always move strategic. You know what I'm saying? And it just be like that's not what I came to the internet for. I came here to be informative. I came here to give people knowledge that they might not be able to obtain nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? Because the industry is totally different from when we came in the game boots. This shit is a whole three. Everything is digital. Nothing's tangible. You know what I'm saying? And everything is microwave. It's going real fast. So you got to figure out how to, you know, kind of get your bones out here, get to it. And it's oversaturated. So you gotta do extraordinary shit to stand out. You know what I'm saying? That's what I always created my platform. That's why I started the Unkasa True Hip Hop Stories. Anybody that's in this chat right now, you never seen an Unkasa True Hip Hop Story. It's like 34 episodes. You can go right on my channel, go down to my channel. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe, hit the like button, the bell, and go check out the Unkasa Hip Hop Stories when I'm just telling stories, the endeavors of my industry experiences. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, if I went through it, you don't have to. You get what I'm saying?
Nah, I totally understand what you're saying.
So
Totally.
so
And
it's just
and
like,
and yo, I respect you because you still gave Gully his props when
you
you and
can't take
Debo
away a person's
Debo.
accolades. Like I said, not saying he didn't have motion, but anything he ever asked me for, and anything he ever asked me for assistance or, I did it with no problem. Like you got to understand, I'm from the Dipset, right? So a lot of people like those were some approach like not too approachable brothers. You know what I'm saying? So if you got somebody that's able to, guide you through if you want to interview or even get close to them, for whatever type of business you want to conduct with them, it's easier to come in with somebody that actually know them. I can be like, yo, this is my man. Yo, Rocky, a good person, this, that, and the third. You're a voucher. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays you can't be giving out these voucher stickers to niggas because you see what type of stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm gonna beat you at your own game. Anything you try to play me at, you're gonna blow your load. You're gonna go. I already know because you're dealing out of emotions. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And and like I want to ask you, like I was reading your access. I mean, I was watching your assessment on the Skibo Debo interview, and you were saying that the, somebody reached out to you. We're not disclosing no names, but you said that the female that he was actually talking about,
right,
and his rant at me. You know what I'm saying? When you gotta take down other people to get your point across to somebody, that's when it gets dangerous. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
right.
keep. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I know. That's when I know I had him. That's when I knew he was emotional. You know what I'm saying? That's when I know how to play his game. He play internet games. He insults people. He disrespect people, and he knows he can run up a bag with it. So you know what I'm saying. I just reverse you out your same game. I know how to play it. Just because I don't play it like I be around people that play Call of Duty. I don't play it, but I know how to play it. So when I grab the remote one day and play, and it's like, yo, why you and me? It's just like I don't play those games. But when you force me to play that game, I'm gonna play that game with you. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Well, Angela Yee, her homegirl, which who he was speaking about, said her homegirl was feeling him. She had her people reach out to me
Mm-hmm.
and basically saying she don't want to be a part of this internet game that he got going on. She thought she was helping
Mm-hmm.
because he asked her, can she get him an interview with with Angela Yee? And she said, yeah. She was like, she was dealing with him,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at it like dealing with him, as far as business from what they were saying. They was like, yeah, she was dealing with him, trying, look out for him. and she, she pulled it and made it happen. She said she didn't know she was gonna catch a stray, and wondering why she got pulled in or even mentioned as a friend. And she's saying, being that it was him saying it, Angela Yee friends and her friends know who it is,
Yeah, if they
so
put it
it could have
together, it
got
was
around.
obvious.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
it could,
obvious. Yeah.
like it could go out and leak out with some ignorant stuff
Mm-hmm.
that wasn't nothing but something that was positive that she plugged them with. And she got kids out here. She don't want kids seeing nothing about their mother out there, and things like that. She wasn't going in on them disrespectfully or nothing. She was just speaking, the facts. Why it was even said. Angela Lee also wanted to know, like, why is my name even in it?
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I said he didn't really say nothing disrespectful towards y'all. So, keeping everything 1,000. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing that's not real. That's not how we came up. We only
Mm-hmm.
speak real talk, and
Mm-hmm.
that's it. So I gave it to her real, and she respected it. So she just said that somebody knew me and told her that I'm a cool dude,
Uh-huh.
and was like, "Yo, hit him up." So she hit me in my DM. So her friend hit me in the DM. So me and the friend was talking it, and that's how it went. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't nothing too major on it because he didn't really say nothing major or bad about her. It just sounded bad because it came after the point where he was saying he'll smack any bitch, this, that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. It's just,
And
it
you
just,
know,
it's just like I said, I'm embarrassed about it. I'm a whole different sometimes you just gotta get on the game that is dealt to you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Well, ain't no need to be embarrassed about nothing when somebody
Nah,
call you out.
you know why it is? You know why it is? Because if you're not practicing what you preaching, you're a hypocrite. And all I do is come up here and promote positive internet energy. And that's not what that was this week. You know what I'm saying? But when somebody, it's just like, this is when you know somebody's like mentally ill, man. And that's why people need, if you mentally ill or mentally troubled, get some help because a person will pick at you, right? Like I said, I always use the best analogy. People will throw rocks and hide their hand. People be mad at your reaction, but your action is the reason why I'm reacting this way. You get what I'm saying?
Facts,
People always like my grandmother used to tell me, God bless her soul, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Don't dish out something that you can't take because you just might run into your match.
facts,
You know what I'm saying? And the reason why he thought he can bully me and all that is because he's always looked at me as a weak person. No, I always just sat around and been observing and studying you. I can't show you my play if I have no quarrel with you. But you figure out, you get one analogy, you might have caught me when I wasn't having a good day. I wouldn't even say it was depression. You might have caught me on not having a good day. When I'm not having a good day, that's when I'm most into when I analyze people because it be people right around you that'll bite you on your neck on some vampire shit, bro.
always, always,
and
man.
and and, and niggas is to be like, and like after I finish doing my war, well, it comes to a point where you gotta speak on things intelligently, right? It'd be like I said, never saying that Gully ain't have no motion when I met him, because he was doing what he was doing. But me being your friend added on to your motion and makes and me sharing resources make your motion a little bit more easier. How can you condemn me and how can you condemn me and big somebody up in the initial motion comes from me? That's my lineage, not yours.
Big
And we
facts.
deal we deal off of real loyalty. This ain't got nothing like Skibo told y'all last night. It was times when he was homeless and he was sleeping in a van. We was hustling now, and I was like, shit, I got a warm home or something. Shit, I'll stay here with you. We used to
Eat,
plug up
eat.
the heater and the cigarette lighter thing, get a bunch of weed, White Castle burgers. We had the VCR DVD player in there, little makeshift studio. We used to be in there like that was our little studio, sleeping overnight for a little bit. That's why our bond is a little different. You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's another thing. It was said that y'all had a studio and all that. If
Yeah,
y'all had
Skibo.
all that,
Hmm.
how a nigga gonna be said like you ain't never had nothing, man? That's crazy.
Like,
Eon, what up? I see you. You in the building.
and he was and it's not for nothing. It's it's not even a point not now. It's like, yo, bro, niggas like, yo, they never, they never had a car. You never had a house. You met me on my third or fourth run, Jamel. You met me on my third or fourth run. Like you said, like I'm from Harlem. Let's get this. I'm a hill nigga. I'm from Harlem, and I also rep down the hill. A5. Shout out to Mother Z Drew Chang. Mother Drew Chang. Shout out to everybody from the area, right? At the end of the day, I'm from Harlem, and I come from the era of hustlers. I was born in the 70s, raised in the 80s. I remember when it was nothing but condemned buildings and stray dogs. You get what I'm saying? So I've actually been outside by myself, roaming these streets since I was like 6 or 7 years old. I'm originally from 135th between 7th and 8th, building 230, apartment 4. I moved to the hill in like 86, 87. My little brother was just born. So I got the best of both worlds. And I always was intrigued about the hustler. I was intrigued about older dudes. And I knew the only way that I can get their attention was to be a cool little nigga. And be a cool little nigga was just to be myself. Wasn't trying to fit in. But when I spoke and when they had conversations with me, it was just like, yo, damn, we talking to a little nigga that's just equivalent mentally as us, but he just a little nigga. And that's what made people like you pull me in. Guys like Gangsta Lou pull me in. Guys like Wayne Bug pull me in. Guys like Sean Boy Double pull me in. These is all elders. These is all guys that's older than me. And I was able to learn, you know what I'm saying? And that came from the lineage of Little Aaron. Shout out to Puzo. Puzo brung me the 4-6 and y'all like y'all open me up like with open arms and knowing I was from another block. And you can't just come to Hum 4-6 in St. Nick and Convent. You gotta have tough skin. That's where I learned how to snap. That's where I learned how to rip. Cause niggas will rip on you all day. You know, we come from a block of nothing but niggas that's rip, start early in the morning. We just come from a crew of niggas that get money, mess with the flyers of women, and play too much. All of us.
Big
People don't.
facts, nigga.
People won't even know. You got to get to know. If you know Bootsy, when he's not doing the street knowledge, he's one of the funniest niggas you gonna know. We all got good sense of humor. That's where we came. You know what I'm saying? We came
Big
from
facts.
calling each other dickhead, and we come from that era. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you had to have tough skin. You had to be able to protect yourself even verbally. You know what I'm saying? And and it wasn't. It was like I don't know how they do it today, but it was time when back in the days, y'all niggas used to go in the house and pull out the boxing gloves for niggas.
Yeah, you damn right. Right on the block, nigga. We friends and brothers, and we got a problem, nigga. Let's just put the gloves on and get it over with.
That's it.
Nobody doing that no more. Nobody fighting. Everybody think they supposed to be gunslingers, and they do it and go to jail. They don't know the art of war. And
Hmm.
I tell people, murder is the easiest case to get away with if done right. But that was then. Now got more cameras, so you got to do more prepping if you
Hmm.
really want to do something. But I'm not telling nobody to go and murder nobody. I'm just saying these kids is doing it now like they punching somebody in the face and all that. So that ain't it's not cool. And a lot of this, these cats that be on the internet starting stuff and talking out of term to
Hmm.
another person that don't even know them like that or that don't even pay them no attention think that it's a game. But they do it and don't come outside.
Hmm. And it's like this, man. Even with the youngest, right? Uh, I went to one of my guys I ain't seen in some years since I was young. I bumped into him in Harlem one summer night. It was nice out. It still felt like the sun was out. And he a owner of a cigar bar, and he was just actually they just finished renovating. He was like, "Come smoke a cigar with me." let's break this kind of Christian my cigar bar. Let's be the first ones to smoke a cigar. So I'm chilling and we smoking a cigar and he was just like, yo, bro, yo, why is there so much a disconnection with the old and the young guys nowadays? And I said, excluding you, because he's an OG that is knowledgeable, he's wealthy, and you know what I'm saying, he's always a good person just to have a conversation with. So I said, yo, the big disconnection with the youth and guys your age, Boots, and older is because a lot of guys is still living a third and fourth childhood. How will you expect for a young guy out on the streets that's wild, untamed, whole lot of testosterone, don't come from much, poverty stricken, to listen to someone that acts just like them? Be niggas.
Right.
How your OG in the same spot you in? How your OG trying to mess with the same girls you in? Y'all be trying to be them. So if they trying to be them, they can't be you because you're not teaching them nothing. How you gonna be an OG or a big homie and you ain't teaching them nothing? So that's why they don't have respect for the OG, because y'all still trying to be them instead of y'all already had this time that they got. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
We
Big
more closer
facts.
to we more closer to the graveyard than we are coming out the womb. You know, and that's just
Nah,
speaking.
that's a great terminology right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Big
So
facts.
you
It
know,
is I see Eon up here. Eon, he from DC. Eon, you still up here? You could bring somebody else on?
um nah, because we could have did it if I
Early,
would have
gotta
brought
do
you.
it early.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Let's bring Eon up. Yeah,
I wish that
he
I
been
wish
on
this was like Instagram.
he been on Gully Neck for a minute. And everything you were saying, he already been saying it, but you solidified it. And this ain't no keeping up with the thrashing, but this is just a conversation of what it is. So it's gotta come up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
But
like
Eon, I hit you in your DM so you could hit me. I seen your I seen your joint one of your episodes and all that about the AZ situation, and I wanted to holler at you about it. As far as you was absolutely right. Everything you were saying, and that was years ago, and expressing my opinion, but absolutely right though. Everything you said, and it's like that's just what it is.
it's you know what it is nowadays, man.
I hit you in your IG on in the DM. But yeah, I
Like
would love for you to talk to Eon, man. As
now, I'm gonna
he
chop it up. I spoke to him like on the phone, but
Okay,
we
okay,
gonna get
good,
up.
good.
But like it be like, and like I seen like, and it's just like, yo, it's hard. It's hard to erase the past, even though you have to. It's very hard to erase the past, even though you have to, because it's memories, it's moments that's connected, and it's moments and memories that you only share with a certain people. And when those friendships get deferred, it's like a waste of a memory or moment. You get what I'm saying? And it's just be like, because you can't talk about it with nobody else but yourself if the person is not around that you actually shared that moment with. You get what I'm saying? It's just
Right,
like it's like pe- people think we got time. We don't have time. We don't have time. The one thing we do not have is time. We don't have time. We don't have no time, because when you think, as soon as you think you got time, God show you that you don't. I remember my man Bob was sick. God bless his soul. My man Bob was sick. And he was telling me he was waiting on his kidney and stuff like that. He was like, yo, come see me, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, let's just kick it, just smoke one, whatever, let's just kick it. He was once my producer, you know what I'm saying? We shared a lot of moments together. We went up the bass line together. I ran the front of Jay-Z with him. We went up there and played his beats. You know what I'm saying? I spared special moments with him. And he was just like, yo, come see me, come to the crib. I got the new crib, you know what I'm saying? Just me and my son, come check me. And I was like, yo, I'm definitely gonna come check you. And probably like a few weeks went past, and he like, yo, I'm in the hospital healing up. I finally got my kidney, and I was like, yo, word, yo, as soon as you get out the hospital, I'm gonna come check you. And I remember I got up one morning and I seen I grabbed my phone to look at the time with them, but I seen some notifications on Instagram. So I'm scrolling through my DMs real quick from the notifications I got, and I got a DM from my brother Jamel that lived across the street from me when I lived in Jersey in Palisades on in Inglewood on Palisades Avenue. And he was like, yo, I know Bob was your man, and I don't know if you know, but he passed away. That shit broke my heart because you think you got time, but you don't. And I couldn't even go share a last moment or smoke a blunt with him or have a last laugh, you know what I'm saying, with him. And just because we think we got time, we don't got time. We don't have that. So you gotta cherish time, you know what I'm saying? And can't waste time. And time also equal up the money. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
it's
Facts.
like, even though I can come on here and act like a jackass and be funny and do this, and at the end of the day, I'm an intelligent person. I'm a father. I'm a brother. I'm a son. You know what I'm saying? And it's embarrassing because this shit sticks in the time capsule. But like I said, sometimes you gotta like Kendrick Lamar. You gotta pop out and show niggas. Sometimes you gotta show niggas like I can get on that same type of time. And then that's when you most of the time. That's when like a bully don't stop bullying you until you start bullying them. You know what I'm saying? And
Do
that's
you
how
you think you could ever be friends with him again?
now that chapter of my life is done. He took it too far. You know what I'm saying? He took it too, and it's like I can get over the insults because yo, you know what it is? Like when you start mentioning when you start mentioning things you have no knowledge about or and you virtually wrong about something, that's when it like the glove that's makes it hard to go over hurdles with a person. But you calling me a bum and this and that, brother, I've been getting money since I was a baby, kid. I always had the best of everything. I ain't never missed a Christmas, or Easter. Before I took my Shahada, I was into the pagan holidays, Christmas, Easter. I never missed the Easter. I never missed Christmas. I've never missed a Halloween. Always had a costume or something. Like my mom's always gave us the best of everything, and it was just her and my grandmother. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you insulting me. Like I said, I'm from 151st between Amsterdam and Broadway. Second block I'm from is 146 between Convent and St. Nick. I'm built from tough skin. You gotta have tough skin being in Harlem. Niggas rip on you all day. All I'm looking at is just a nigga rip. But I know I got him emotional. And you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It got to where he splurted out his business that affected a young lady. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like he
I
was
get.
saying, like like he was saying, she was feeling me, my nigga. But today I guess she not feeling you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
He got into pimp mode when that
Yeah,
started happening.
yeah. She was feeling me, my nigga. But today I guess she not feeling you, my nigga. See, and that's the thing that after you choose war, I choose to turn it off. Once you turn it on with me. But this ain't
Right.
this. I don't feel like this is something we should go on. Everybody. I think we done put a lot of money on the floor. We gave a lot of talk about to everybody on YouTube. Everybody made some money this week. We put a lot of money on the floor. Let somebody else put some money on the floor. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's all this
Right.
is really about.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
This is money is the motivation really behind this whole thing. Money,
Right.
petty money, sock money. You know what I'm saying?
And not just that, he was just he's just and being selfish
Yeah, you're a friend you can't
for
cross. Yeah,
self.
I'm not the friend to cross, cause when I'm your friend, I'm your friend wholeheartedly. Like
Right.
you know, I give the shirt off my back. I done gave niggas the shirt off my back. You can ask niggas. I done girl. I was in Houston one day, And when I was living in Houston, the girl looked at, I had a custom pair of Air Max 95s from Atmos, and she was like, I love them sneakers. I seen those on the internet. I could not find them. I gave them to her off my feet because that's just the type of person I am. You know what I'm saying? I've
Mm-hmm.
always been I've always been a hustler. I always obtained some money. I was taught you can't be going outside with broke pockets. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Well, I
Mm-hmm.
come from the era of you was broke. You go pack some bags at C-Town. You know what I'm saying?
Goddamn right. It's always about one thing about being broke. Ain't nothing wrong with being broke. It's about getting back and bouncing back. Now, if you
Exactly.
stay broke and being a bum nigga, then now you're a bum nigga. But getting back, and if somebody's really your brother, they ain't gonna watch you be broke. They gonna make sure, yo, take a couple of hours, man, go and flip this money and this. Hit me later, or they'll say, take this and don't worry about it. Go
Mm-hmm.
get back right. You ain't supposed to be looking like that. That's what real brothers do. I'm not gonna tear you down in front of millions of people, thousands of people. That's a no-no.
And
A
that's how.
person
And
that like Eon in the joint saying, gully a snake. That's snake tendencies. I'm not I'm not uh thrashing gully. I'm just speaking what I seen with my own eyes. The same way I can't unhear him say he'll smack a bitch and all that. Who what yo, how a man could say that with a platform like that and think that is cool and say he don't live in our society, he has his own society.
yo,
Well, in this society, when you say that type of stuff, you're
and to
playing a
touch on
dangerous
that
game.
topic, right?
You're
And not
playing
to
a
be
dangerous game.
to touch on that topic and not to bleed on the topic, right? He was like, yeah, you wasn't even there. You wasn't even there. How could you not remember I was there when I was in a state of shock because I'm telling you, Gully did not I like he had a different demeanor. And once he became an entity where I feel that he feel he was a celebrity, it goes to their head because I done been around people that was nothing and they turned to something, and you really see who a person is once they get the fortune and fame. You get what I'm saying? And the fortune and the fortune and fame don't last long. The fame lasts longer than the fortune, and you don't want to be a broke famous nigga. You know what I'm saying? So you got to stay relevant. You got to stay on your grind. But with Gully, I don't think Gully now, like he just has traits of an opportunist. He's going to do anything to get what he want out of life. Don't matter who it affects. He like he said, he don't stand on no principles of the common world. So that's how you gonna get when you got a person that thinks like a vigilante. That's how you gonna get a person to actually act. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be on vigilante season. They're gonna do to anything to get where they need to be. And you know what I'm saying? And in certain aspects, you need to think like that. But when it gets to where you doing malicious shit and malice, just because you need some traction, that's no good because that's what you did. All this was money driven. Oh, that's how he looked at me. Money on the floor. Fuck the relationship. Fuck, I knew him for 15 years. Fuck the first time he ever been. The second time he's been on a plane in his life because of me. Fuck that. He spent had the time of his life and got to meet people that's not even here anymore. He got to meet Nipsey Hussle with me. You get what I'm saying? Nipsey not even,
Mm-hmm.
and this was before Nipsey was Nipsey. You got to meet the real Nip, you know what I'm saying? Before the fame and all crazy. You get what I'm saying? You met prevalent people through me. I always introduced you as a person that I've had highly respect for. Even when Skibo stopped fucking with him, I always try because I've made an off and on relationship with Gully through the last 15 years. It wasn't a straight 15 years we was kicking it. I've known him for 15 years, and it was just like for 10 years, I didn't even speak to him until like a couple of years ago. So even though when Skibo wasn't even fucking with him and had his calls with him, I was still calling. I'll be on FaceTime and Skibo will be with me. I'll be like, yo, here, talk to Gully because I felt they had a good combination. I was
Right.
like, I always told him, I said, yo, one thing, and this is what hurts. This is what hurt a nigga, bro. Cause a nigga really vouched for this nigga. A nigga really was always telling Skibo, like, yo, you go connect with Gully, bro, cause y'all fit. Y'all know how to He know how to make he don't some type of way. He know how to motivate you, and he know how to execute whatever y'all got going on. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right, right.
and I never hated on it. So even when he was like, I think he was jealous of me and Skibo relationship. How could I be jealous of something that I'm promoting, something that I'm pushing on, that I'm egging on? A hater takes things away. They destruct things. They don't egg things on a good note if you're a hater. So I never cared about the relationship you and Skibo had because I enforced it. The relationship was there because of me, not because of you. You ain't control that. Because all that, if I was a hater, all I have to do is say, yo, Skibo, I don't fuck with that nigga. And
Skibo
Skibo say,
vouched for that. He vouched
you,
for that already
you,
today. That you wasn't hating and none of that, and you kept telling him to, do these things and get with Gully and all
and
that.
even and even even and even and even with the smoke desert thing, Um, he ain't called me or nothing, but I just want to apologize for that. Even if because I told him I was gonna share it, you know what I'm saying? Because I plugged that, you know what I'm saying? That's like I take everything to a street analogy. That's just like I take a nigga take you to get some bricks and nigga sell you some bum ass work.
Yeah, that's crazy. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put a nigga dead on fucking blast. You know what I'm saying?
And you didn't know none of this. Smoke Dizzle kept this under his hat
Yeah,
just for years. Just he was like, I ain't even stressing it. I know who homie is. I know he a F boy or whatever. And
hmm
then what another thing is, it could have put you in harm's way. Smoke Dizzle could have
exactly.
looked
That's what
at
I
like
said.
you was a part of that
Exactly.
and didn't even
Exactly.
say nothing to you and lured you somewhere and did something to you. Another street
hmm
analogy. Gully could have been playing with your life and got your life took by
Yeah,
doing that.
but by me, by like Smoke, he been around me since he was young. Before he even had kids, he got beautiful twins. They on their way to college and all that type of stuff now. But
Blessings,
he know my heart. One time I seen Smoke and I
which
seen
is a
him.
good thing, man.
One time I seen Smoke, he was with Dapper Dan. He said, "Yo, you know one thing? I'm gonna tell you this to your face. I don't really appreciate how niggas treat you. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like, you know what I'm saying? I be saying a lot of shit, but you wear." And my homegirl, Shawnice hit me the other day. She DM me. She said, "Yo, bro, people don't even be knowing what you going through. Like people don't know that my sister lost her leg due to diabetes. They don't know she was just in the hospital because she got kidney failure and shit like that." And my homegirl, she was like, "Yo, you wear your pain well." Because people don't even know what you're going through. And I see what's going through on the internet. And I see that's why you taking a vengeance like that, because they don't even know what you're going through at the end of the day. So,
Yeah, they unleashed the beast, and that's what he just did. He
mhm.
unleashed the beast. He didn't know this side of you. He should have though, but he didn't think that you would go to this extreme and all that. And then he probably could think that it would be laughed off, joked off to out off the camera. You would have called
when
him.
when a person look at you less than, they never see the true quality in you. When a person look at you less than, they never see your quality. I was just an opportunity.
But you
I was,
didn't know that he was looking at you less than though.
nah, I didn't.
He
I did.
spoke everything into existence. But let me tell you something about a fake person. They can't fake but for so long. Something is gonna come out one way or the other. One way or the other. If it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't this, it would have been something else.
Yeah,
One way or the other. But look how God worked. He reversed it and everybody is in your favor because it's a lot of real people that come up here on these chats that respect real people,
and the
and
thing.
that's what this about. And all the fake people that still believe in him,
Mm-hmm.
then they it's that's their character, and they'll do the same thing to somebody else too. If I see somebody doing something to another person, and I don't even got to know them,
Mm-hmm.
once I hear the story and all the way through, there's no way in the world I'm gonna be going back up there still defending that
Yeah,
or defending that person. It's impossible.
and
Like
like I
why?
said, and like I said, it's embarrassing. Is
It
be
ain't embarrassing. It's
no,
it's
no.
it's
I'm saying
because
it's embarrassing
people
as a people
understand.
how we behave at each other. Because if I don't take accountability for the behavior that I displayed on the internet for the last couple of days. That makes me a hypocrite. So I want to take full accountability of my actions and how I've been acting. But like I said,
I
I'm,
get
I,
it. It's a
I,
gift and a curse, though,
you know what
bro.
I'm
It's a
saying? It's a
curse.
gift and a curse. So
It left you no choice.
you know what I'm
If
saying?
you
But
wouldn't have said nothing, it would have. It's just the world we living in now. It's the times. If you wouldn't have said nothing, then you would have been looking like you soft and you weak. Everything he would have said, even though you knew all the stuff that was said was fake, and you know all the real stuff about him, and you didn't say nothing, it would have made you look weak, made him look strong, and he would have took that and put that up under his belt and walk around with his chest poked out. But
that
nah,
the
there's
ill
no
emotions
reason
that he had for
for
me,
there's no reason you're not a hypocrite, and there's no reason you are a man, and a man got to stand up for themselves at
mhm,
some point in time.
that's
That's
a
just
fact.
it. And you stood up for yourself. That's just it. Period. Now I get what you're saying. If you was the type of person to be up here doing that stuff, you're not up here because you want to do it to get some money. You doing up here now to shut him down for the points that was false that he was trying to make. And you just being a man over all around the board, man. There's no way around it for you to to apologize for anything, man, because you don't do this.
Yeah,
If you was doing this, then you have a reason to apologize.
yeah.
But once this is over with,
Mhm.
you
Like
ain't gonna
I'm
be
done with
doing nothing like
like,
this
like
unless somebody else come at you.
yeah,
But
I'm
this is
done
an
with this, and
example
I'm not gonna
to
even
let
put
people
myself
know
in that
don't bother
space.
you.
I'm not gonna even put that. I ain't gonna even put myself in that space, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I
But
said,
you never know.
yeah, you
Somebody
never
might
know.
come at you again.
You know that. You know
But
how to. You know
this
how to
right here is
go.
an example. Like when somebody bullies somebody and the bully get beat up, other people know don't mess with him because he just beat the bully up. Vice versa. Even if a woman beat her bully up, don't
Hmm.
bother her. So he tried it. Now they know don't play with you, but you still got some people be like, man, I could go at him on Unkasa too, and da 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 da. You
Yeah,
never know. But
you know how that is.
overall, you showing respect up here. You being admirable. You showing that you was loyal to him. You showing that you have morals. So nobody, you ain't gonna really have those problems. But if so, they know you coming. That's it.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
mess with me because you're gonna know something is coming. Other than that, I don't want no problems. I want to be up here talking about positive stuff,
Word.
reaching out to my people and the fan base.
That's a
That's
whole
it.
fact. That's a whole fact, man. I really appreciate you for coming up here, chatting and doing the assessment on the Skibo piece that I did yesterday. I want to shout out to my engineer E Manhattan. He's the one that's been creating all this dope stuff for me. And you know what I'm saying? Shout out and plug everything that you got going on before we call it a night.
Street Knowledge Podcast, man. Y'all come up there and holler at me, man. Street Knowledge Podcast,
And
hosted
it's your
by yours
boy.
truly, Big Bootsie. I give y'all my regular set, then I give y'all my other set. I might be outside
Hmm.
talking, but I'm always give some real knowledge and all that. That's just that, man. But I appreciate you having me up here, and we got to keep these going back and forth,
Now
back and forth.
we gonna be doing Unkasa and Bootsie segments like every other Saturday.
We got to, man. I'm with you, man. And I appreciate everybody that's up here that's showing my little bro some love because he deserve it. Period. He's one of the hottest MCs around, and we getting ready to show that he's one of the hottest MCs
Like I'm
around.
saying, love for
Coming
the
back
game
full
coming soon.
fledged.
Yep,
Coming
love for
back
the game
full
coming soon.
fledged.
Plug the movie. Plug the movie.
Yep, the movie is coming. Y'all get ready on Tubi. It's called The Wrong Number. Also, I got the soundtrack is gonna be on Empire, distributed by Empire. Unkasa song is up there. Um, I got Jim Jones, Davies, Votto on the AOI with Unique Mega Audio. Um, I got Pastor Troy.
Hmm.
I got Rich Homie Quan, God bless him.
God
With
bless
my
him.
nieces up there, I got DJ Luke Nasty, who had the song I'm on my way. Hey, 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 hey.
Yep.
He got a joint up there. I got my brother Nino Cahoots from Brick Squad up there. We getting ready to get crazy this year. We dropping nothing but movies, nothing but soundtracks,
That's a
nothing
fact.
but music. And we're gonna still be doing this podcast stuff to keep y'all informed and up to date with what's going on. And inform y'all with good stuff, man. And give y'all a few jewels, man. Y'all might be feeling bad one day. And we can say something to uplift y'all. That's what this all about.
Now that's a fact. And on our way out, right? We gonna do this. We gonna play this eulogy. We gonna kill this beef. Rest in peace to Gully, Jamil, Lindsay TV, and we out of here.
Nail in the coffin,
They don't see what's under the floorboards.
Nail in the
You see the
coffin,
smile,
Unkasa.
the jacket, the bar of swag. But underneath, it's a moldy basement full of broken promises and broken people. You got
See
a whole
y'all. Hit
sweatshop
me
down
up.
there,
Don't
battered
forget,
women,
bro.
heads down, fingers bleeding, crocheting hats for a brand that ain't even his. Pain stitched in every thread, that's his empire. And the wild part, none of this was original. His whole style came from me. It came from Harlem. I'm the architect to his whole blueprint. The cadence, the angles, the way he talks tough but hides the fear, I designed that. So how dare you go against the grain? How dare you rewrite history and call it evolution? That's what you want. Skibo made you hot. Now you run around like you some big shot.
Love you, big boots.
Love you more, boy.
And we out of here. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You already know Kush Conversations with Casa. And I'm out.